Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to be talking about, should you invest or pay off debt first? Many of you have dropped comments in the videos. You've also contacted me on Instagram through DM and asked the question, Richard, I got some debt, man, but I want to invest. How can I do both? Or should I pay off debt first and then invest? Or should I invest and just continue making my monthly payments on my debt? There's some things we got to think about, guys, when we're trying to decide what we should do when it comes to investing or paying off debt first. First thing we need to realize is personal finance is a behavior, right? It's all about creating the right behavior with money, which will help us and guide us in the direction we need to go when we're talking about our financial goals and ultimately getting ourselves to financial freedom. A couple things we know about debt. One, debt can be extremely stressful, depending upon the amount of debt you have versus the amount of money you have to pay that debt. It can be extremely stressful. It can cause marital problems or relationship problems. We know 50% of the marriages in the United States end due to some type of financial situation or financial conflict. Having a lot of debt can also lead to bad decisions. You know, because of the stress, we sometimes will make decisions that are probably not in the best interest of us financially because of that debt. So the psychology of debt itself in the United States and probably around the world, it is a bad feeling. It's associated with doing something bad. So I think that's why a lot of people view debt as a bad thing. When it comes to investing or paying off debt first, people tend to fall on one side or the other. You have folks like Dave Ramsey, who I respect a great deal, who does not believe you should ever have debt. You always pay your debt off first and then you start investing. And then you got the other side of the spectrum, people like Robert Kiyosaki, who loves debt. He loves to leverage. He teaches leverage. Debt is a good thing if you use it properly and it puts money in your pocket, right? So those are the two ends of the spectrum. And there are also people that are in the middle, sort of like me, who believe, you know, if you got the right behavior with money and you handle debt responsibly, you can do both. Now, I'm going to walk you through 4 questions I want you guys to answer for yourself. And then you should be able at that point to make a decision. Should you pay off debt first, or should you be investing? Or should you do both? The first question I want you to ask yourself is, what are your financial goals? Now, with people who have a lot of money, let's call them rich people, they have enough money coming in where they can have debt, but they can also afford to invest as well. But most of us are sort of in that middle class where we don't have a lot of discretionary money left over at the end of the month. You know, we take care of our necessary expenses for our essentials like housing, transportation, food, insurance. And then if we have debt, we got a decision to make. Do we focus the remaining money that we have to pay off that debt, or do we invest it and just keep making the minimum payments on the debt? I believe you answer that question based on what your financial goals are. You have to sit down and put down on paper what you want to accomplish as it relates to your financial goals. If you do that, then I think it will help you make that decision on what you should do when it comes to investing or paying off debt. The second question is, how old are you? See, age does make a difference. The younger you are, the more time you have to invest. So if I'm 20 years old and I got $10,000 worth of credit card debt, and I decide I'm going to concentrate all of my money and pay off that $10,000 in credit card debt before I start investing, that's going to probably be okay at 20 years old, because if it takes you 5 years to pay the debt off, Now you're 25 years old, you still got a long time to invest. But if I'm 40 years old and I got $10,000 worth of credit card debt and I'm trying to decide, do I take the next 2 to 3 years and pay off this credit card debt, or do I just keep paying the minimum and invest? That's a different story, because obviously you're older, you're 40. Your time to be able to invest is a lot shorter than someone that's 20 years old. Age is a big determining factor in deciding should you be investing or should you be paying off debt first. The third question is, do you even know how to invest? And I'm not talking about listening to a YouTube video of a guy telling you how to invest, or you picking up a pamphlet or a small book on investing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really understanding the core fundamentals of investing, where you have to understand what your risk tolerance is. Are you aggressive? Are you moderate? Are you a conservative investor? Knowing where you are on that risk spectrum will help you determine what type of investments you want to make. Now, if you know how to invest and you're comfortable with the concept of investing, and you also understand how to manage your debt, then you could probably consider doing both. The fourth question you got to ask yourself is, do I have enough money to invest? And that comes back to understanding your personal financial situation. Do you have a budget in place? Are you living on less than what you make? Right? You got to know exactly what money's coming in, what money's going out, and what's left over. A lot of times people will not have an emergency fund, but they'll be investing in something because they heard somebody on YouTube or on Instagram say it's a good idea. In my opinion, guys, that's not a good idea. Number one thing you need to have is that emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of your expenses tucked away in a safe place at a bank, separate from your primary checking account, maybe in a savings account or a money market. That's your safety net. That's the first investment you need to make. After you've established that and you've paid off all of that bad debt, then I would say refocus on investing in real estate, the stock market, a business, whatever you believe is the right investment for you. If I'm on a limited budget and I got to choose between emergency fund, paying off debt, or investing, I choose emergency fund first. I will choose paying off debt second, and then I would choose investing third. That's the order I would choose if I got a limited amount of money to help me do all I need to do in my financial situation. I just wanted to have this conversation with you guys today because most of you guys who watch this channel are new to investing. You're beginners, whether it be real estate, whether it be the stock market, you're brand new at this. You need to know what your financial goals are. You need to take your age in consideration when you're thinking about pay off debt, invest first. You need to know how to invest. Again, you don't need to be an expert, but you do need to know what your goals are and what your risk tolerance for investing is and what type of investing you want to do. And then fourth, you need to know if you got enough money to invest and prioritize the money that you do have. Emergency fund first, pay off debt second, bad debt, high interest rate credit card debt, high interest rate car loan debt, that type of debt first. And then redirect that money to investing in things that you understand and believe in and believe you have a good chance of creating wealth with. Drop me some comments down in the comment box and let me know what you think about investing or paying off debt first. Would love to hear what you guys have to say on that subject. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness, never stop believing in yourself, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Peace. If you want 3 free stocks, Webull is gonna give you 3 free stocks. When you open a new Webull brokerage account, put at least 1 penny in that brokerage account, they're gonna give you 3 free stocks valued up to $3,300. There's a link in the description box of the video. I want you to go click on that link, Open up your new Webull account today, put at least 1 penny in there, and go get that free stock and go get that free money. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.